Okay, I haven't done this in a while. Before I usually have my hat over my face, but I decided not to do that this time. I wanted to make sure that everything I said was clear and that the person who was supposed to hear it clearly hears it. I'm making this for a friend of mine named Dennis. Everybody knows Dennis from the North Side. He's trying to make a home studio. It's quite simple actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to compile this video, and if you need any more help, what I can do is as I'm rebuilding my home studio, I can actually put all the pieces together that I'm using um, as I'm doing it. I actually have the microphone that I'm going to be using for the home studio. I'm going to put this list together, compile it so you can see it, put this on Facebook, and then I'm going to post it to your page. Okay. The first thing that you need a good computer, and I stress this because you don't want any lag or anything that's going to when people are trying to make home studios with computers with inadequate hardware. A lot of times they get things that shut down on them. They have bad sound quality. They have latency in the sound. There's a whole bunch of other issues. What you want to get is you want to get something with a dual processor, or an i5 processor, Intel i5 processor or higher. So an i5 or an i7 would be ideal. You want to have at least at least 4 gigs of RAM and 250 gigabytes of hard drive. A hard drive, 250 gigabyte hard drive is fine. A terabyte would probably be better, so you could just store as much music as you can on your actual hard drive. You want to get a portable hard drive as well, so you can have that as side storage just in case something goes wrong. You'll have backup. All right. The next thing that you're going to need is you're going to need some sort of interface. Um, um, interface is like the interface is like what takes your analog equipment and connects it to your digital setup. Like an inbox. An inbox would be an example of a interface. An inbox that people use with Pro Tools or with anything that has to do with recording or sound editing, taking your mic or your drums or whatever you have mic'd up at the time and sending it in as digital data. Um, you can find an interface online. You can find it at Best Buy. If you guys have a guitar center, I'm pretty sure you don't have a guitar center in Akron. But if you do have a guitar center, you can go. I don't know if Milano's Music is still open. I think it's still called Milano. I think it's called Milano's, but I'm pretty sure they would have one too. You can get a Tascam interface, an M Audio interface. I would probably stick to those two, Tascam or M Audio interfaces. I'm probably going to be using the M Audio interface because my wife says that the next time that we record, we want to use Pro Tools. I prefer Acid Pro, which gets to my next point. The next thing that you want to have is the proper software. Now, I would prefer either Acid Pro or Pro Tools. Now, there's a bunch of different types of softwares that you can actually record with, like GarageBand, Reason. I'm not quite sure if you can record with Reason. I'm pretty sure you can. Fruity Loops even have recording capabilities now. But there's a lot of different software that you can use to record, but you want something with an easy user interface. And both Pro Tools and Acid Pro both have easy user interfaces. So you want a recording editing software, either Acid Pro or Pro Tools, or the two that I would suggest. The next thing that you want to get is a something to make beats. If you're going to be making your own beats, there's my daughter crying right there. I should go get her real quick. If you want to make beats, you want to get either a keyboard or an MPC, or what I would suggest is some sort of beat making software. Now, I love Fruity Loops. Fruity Loops is inexpensive and it's great because you can import sound that you get from anywhere and put it into Fruity Loops and use that sound. So I would suggest Fruity Loops because it's inexpensive. You can also use Reason. You can use editing software like Pro Tools or Acid, Cakewalk, but I would suggest Fruity Loops. So just keep that in mind. The next thing that you're going to need is my daughter's calling me right now. The next thing that you're going to need is you're going to need some sort of cables. You're going to need mic cables. You're going to need USB cables or FireWire cables. Hold on one second. Sasha.
Yeah.
Stop throwing stuff down the stairs, please.
I just want to ask you.
Give me a second. I'm making a video right now. Stop throwing things down the stairs, okay?
Daddy.
What?
Daddy.
She's trying to ask me a question. She don't know what she's asking for. She just said,
I
Daddy.
want to ask you something.
What? I'm trying to make a video.
What you said is sleeping again.
Okay, leave him alone and go to your room. I'm trying to make a video. Bye-bye. Jeez. Where was I at? Oh yeah, cords. The next thing that you're going to need the proper cords. You're going to need mic cords, and you're going to need USB cables or FireWire cables. I would suggest USB cables because they're easier to. I mean, FireWire is pretty easy to use, but USB cables are if you're a novice or if you're a beginner at making the studio, USB cable will work fine. And if you have a USB 3.0 connection on your computer, they'll work just there. It's like high def. It'll work just as fine. It'll work just as well. The next thing that you're going to need is a mic, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. This is the mic that I have for my studio. It's called a Studio Projects condenser mic, wide diaphragm mic, B1 B1 Studio Projects mic. This mic is a great mic and it's inexpensive. Remember this, Dennis. Inexpensive. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get you to make a studio with less than $1,000. Maybe even less than $500 if you have a good computer. Okay. All right. Studio Projects wide diaphragm condenser mic. You see that? You see that? This is the second generation mic. This mic only cost me about $120. This is a great mic. A great mic. So keep that in mind. Good mic. Good mic. It comes with its own shock mount. Great mic. All right. The next thing that you want to have, and I don't know if you have this in your house or if you have children, but you want to have somewhere where you can record, a soundproof area, whether it be a closet, whether it be a bathroom, whether it just be a corner that no sound can bounce off the wall. You need a soundproof area so you can get the best sound. This mic here, or whatever you choose, is going to help you with your sound. But you still need to soundproof the area, which goes into my next point. You're going to need some sort of soundproofing. Okay, now you can get soundproofing. Now don't laugh when I say this, but you can get soundproofing at Bed Bath and Beyond. You know those pillow top casings that look like egg crates that goes on top of your bed, or bed top casings that goes on top of your bed. You lay on them. They look like egg crates. They're really comfortable if you lay on them, but they also make great soundproofing, and they're inexpensive. Great soundproofing and inexpensive. You can go there. You can get 2 or 3 packages of those. You can get a knife or a box cutter and cut it in the angles that you need to cut it, and put it on the walls that you're going to be using for your soundproofing. Excellent for recording. Those are pretty much the essentials of things that you'll need to do sound recording as far as hip hop goes. If you're an MC, if you're writing rhymes and you're trying to record the rhymes, you need to be somewhere where you can make your own tracks and you can record your own stuff and get professional quality recording. With everything that I told you today, you can master your own stuff. You can cut your own stuff. If you need to know how to make your own CDs or to upload music to a website or something, I can help you with that too. But for the first part of this, that is what you need. I'm going to go over it. All right. First thing that I said, I believe, was a computer, dual processor, i5 or i7. Okay. The next thing that you're going to need is a MPC or a keyboard, something of that nature. What's next is the proper software, the sound editing software and the beat making software. Whether it be Pro Tools, Acid, Cakewalk, Reason, Fruity Loops, whatever you want to use. What I would suggest is either Pro Tools or Acid Pro for your sound editing and Fruity Loops for your beat making, because these are the three easiest programs to use. And Pro Tools is actually industry standard, and a lot of people use Fruity Loops to make beats. Like, for instance, Ninth Wonder uses Fruity Loops, like almost exclusively. The next thing that you're going to need is an interface to connect your analog equipment, your mic, which is your analog equipment, to your digital audio workstation. Okay? Baby, you hear the baby in the background. Yeah, that's a new baby. The next thing that you're going to need is a good mic. This is the last thing as far as your equipment setup goes. A good mic. Good mic. Okay. Oh man, I'm getting some serious sunlight in here. I'm in Arizona, serious sunlight coming through. Probably can't even see my face. But next thing you're going to need is the proper cables, USB and microphone cables. You're going to need a soundproof area, and you're going to need some soundproofing. What I would suggest is the Bed Bath & Beyond Milk Crate bed top pillow casing. Super comfortable to lay down on, even better for soundproofing. That is about it. I want to keep this video short just in case you have any questions. I sent you my phone number, so if you have any questions, call me. Peace.